Hey there, my family. How's everybody doing tonight? It is so good to see everybody. I'm glad you decided to spend your Sunday night riding out with us here, man. We are just a tiny bit behind. I know. I'm sorry. We are out here in the great state of Florida still. As you can see behind me, we are at this beautiful Airbnb and we are chilling. But this thing has been eating at me for a long while now. There's this case that happened with this dude, Riley T. Carter. Now, this maggot, this absolute piece of human trash, decided that he was going to buy one of my hats. You see, Riley claimed to be a predator catcher. You know, like the shit that I do, the shit that Chris Hansen does, the shit that Gideon and Alex Rawson, he was trying to be one of those types of cats. And he even made a platform about, you know, being hard on predators and got into the city council in Aberdeen, Washington. Now, for those of you who don't know, Aberdeen, Washington, that is the hometown of Kurt Cobain. Y'all remember Kurt Cobain from Nirvana? I have been to Aberdeen, Washington. It's kind of a shithole, not gonna lie. So it doesn't surprise me that a dude like this came out of a place like that. Great to see you, brother. Love you so much. I'm glad that you're here. Now, the thing is, this predator catcher ended up being a predator himself. Yes, that is right. Riley Gaines ended up getting caught doing horrific things. And the fucked up thing, the thing that made it really difficult for me, I always hate these types of stories, but this dude literally bought one of my hats, one of the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again hats. And he wore it and was yelling my slogan on social media. He was making little videos talking about how he wanted to make pedophiles afraid. He tried to steal my shit. And all the time that he was doing this, he was doing horrific things to a little baby girl, man. And you know what that makes me want to do? Violent shit, homie. Real violent shit. So we're going to get into all of this because now we finally have a little bit of an ending to this story. You know, like this whole time, we haven't had the whole story. Now we're finally going to have an ending to this story because we finally know what is going to happen to this dude. We've been waiting for a year to find out what the court case was going to bring. John Tyler said, "Good evening to the Nipple King. Me and my nipples say hello, my friend." Robert Williams said, "Ayo, JD, which is more amazing, the blades of the wood chipper or the rusty chainsaws for diaper technicians? It all depends on what you're going for, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Do you want the real wet work? Do you want the intimacy of getting in close and catching chomo blood on you?" Now, personally, myself, I have had chomo on me, and I ain't like it, bro. In prison, I don't talk a whole lot about the violent stuff that I did in prison because I don't want to be some cornball fucking loser lame like Wes Watson out here bragging on the shit that he did in prison and bragging about fights and shit. But I've 100% gotten chomo blood on me. I don't like having chomo blood on me, bro. It feels gross. It gives me the ick. So I like the wood chipper because it's a containment unit. You know what I'm saying? It's my personal thoughts on that. We're going to get into this, though. I want to show you guys exactly. We're going to lay a bit of the groundwork, and then I'm going to tell you what the final decision is. Corey Graff said, "Tomorrow is going to be the day. My niece is coming." Hell yeah, brother. Big love to you, man. I'm super stoked on that for you. So let's check this out. This is actually, what channel is this again? I want to give these guys credit because they do great work. This is Explore With Us. Holy shit. They have a lot more subs than we do. These guys over here on Explore With Us, they are doing a lot bigger numbers than we are. So they actually covered this guy, and we are going to take a look at what they had to say about this because I know that this was out. This got like millions of views, you guys. And look, here's my shit all over this. Make pedophiles afraid again. Make pedophiles. Do you know how fucking mad it makes me that this is on here. This drives me fucking bananas.
Make pedophiles afraid again. I love it.
This 11-year-old girl talking about things that were done to her that shouldn't have been done. Developing, in certain areas. And
So one thing I want to note on is how close sex offenders live to schools around here.
Yeah, you would definitely be the person to speak on that, you fucking yuck mouth piece of shit. Holy fuck.
oh God, I'm just a rotten sack of shit. I'm so sorry.
In Aberdeen, Washington, a city
I like how I called him a sack of shit and then he called himself a sack of shit. He knows he's a sack of shit. That shit's crazy.
councilman known for his tough-on-crime stance and commitment to ridding the streets of dangerous criminals shocks the public when he's accused of committing an unthinkable and heinous crime.
So Riley, is there truth to what we're saying?
The following footage has never been seen before.
So what they have here is the actual footage of these cops breaking this dude down. So originally they arrested him, and you'll see at first he's trying to slick talk them, right? He's trying to long talk these cops, but they ain't having it.
Please note that this report is based on police records, and all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. 39-year-old Riley Carter began his campaign for city council in early 2023, promising an aggressive approach to cleaning up the city of Aberdeen. In January of 2024, he began serving as an elected official.
So he got into office as an elected official talking about he was going to clean up the streets. Of what, guy? You're the worst thing out there on the streets. You're a literal fucking pederast.
However, on July 30th, 2024, a jaw-dropping accusation by his stepdaughter sends police on a search to arrest him, sending shockwaves through the community.
Walk in, just so you're aware of everything we have is audio video recorded. We got these fancy body cameras now.
After police locate him walking alone down a residential street, he's led in handcuffs into a small interrogation room by a detective.
It's always a real good sign when you're out looking for a child predator and you find him just trolling the streets alone. Like out there just on his way to the local middle school, just swoop some up, bro.
Who's determined to find out if there's any truth to the horrifying claims. Shockingly, it was his own wife, Maya, who initially confronted him about the disturbing truth his stepdaughter revealed.
I started freaking out on him, like, how could you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Kind of a thing. And he was just really calm and said, no, I didn't do this. And I hung up, and then he just took off. I guess he just left.
Did he say anything to you about it?
He just said that he didn't do it. He swears up and down he didn't do it.
So this wife, I want to give props to this fucking wife, man. I want to give props to this wife because this wife is badass. This wife found out what this dude was doing and she called the cops on him. Now, I don't care who it is, bro. I don't care if you're my best friend. I don't care if you're my pops. I don't care if you're my damn kid. If I find you doing bad shit to children, I'm going in on you. It's going to be fucking worse because I know you. It's going to be personal because I know you. That's just it. 100%, you are going to get the absolute worst I can get you. Somebody said, got to give credit to the Explore With Us channel. We already did, and we will continue to do so. In fact, why don't we go ahead and pin them at the top of the chat? If anybody wants to go subscribe to these cats, their work is badass, man. Like, these cats do badass work. They are some true crime reporters. I think they've got like 6-point-something million subs, and they deserve more. So clearly you're going to see the quality of the work. They were able to get these body cams. They were able to get this interrogation footage. What an amazing job these guys did with this. Let's go ahead and see where this is going.
Due to his status as a city councilman, the Aberdeen Police Department requested the investigation to be handled by the Grays Harbor Sheriff's Office in an effort to avoid a conflict of interest. After reading his Miranda rights, the interrogation begins, but Riley has yet to realize the source of the allegations. Riley explains he had a typical morning, but everything changed when Maya arrived home.
Okay, so look, That house creeps me the fuck out. Let me know, you guys, is it just me, or does that house creep you guys the fuck out too? Like, what is going on? That is so cluttered and nasty. It looks like it smells like Pall Mall cigarettes smoked for like 20 years and like fryer grease in that bitch. Mob Stopper, love you, fam. Glad you're here with us tonight. Y'all get the creeps from that shit too? Okay, cool. Sarah Beamer says, yeah. The clutter on the fucking walls, 3 flying monkeys. Hell yeah, man. Dr. Dre Light says it hasn't been touched since the 80s. Bro, that house looks like a place where felonies occur on a regular basis. That house screams, show me on the doll where the mean man touched you. For real, bro. I'm sorry, 847 Clips feeling attacked. There's just too much going on there, bro. Like, so I've watched a couple episodes of Hoarders, and it has become like a core fucking fear inside of me. When people have super cluttered houses, I don't go inside. I'm sorry. I'm not like trying to judge you. I just don't want to be in that space. It gives me the PTSDs. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Now, I will say this. The chandelier, hella badass. Take it out of that house, put it into something that doesn't look like it has scabies, and it would be a line up.
And then I heard the front door open and shut. And so I come out and I have this, she has by the hand, and then she's walking out the door, and I asked, well, what's going on?
When Maya left with no response, he called her cell phone for an explanation. She accused him of committing an unthinkable act and hung up the phone. However, as Maya explains, their conversation continued over Facebook Messenger.
Oh, man. And Facebook Messenger will give it up to the cops with no qualms. Just so you know, I know tons of people who were out there selling drugs and doing whatever they was doing. They got hemmed up because they were reckless on Messenger. Probably because they were lame-ass basic motherfuckers. They couldn't afford phone service, so they get on Wi-Fi and use Messenger to like sell and shit like that. Low-level pukes, bro. Donnie Drum, I could smell the humidity and musk from that pic. Bro, facts, and that is actually in Washington State, where it is generally cold and rainy.
When she realized she had no tangible evidence of his crimes, she decided to take a risk.
And I bluffed and said, I have you on camera, just seeing if that would incite anything out of him. And he just stopped responding to me at that point.
She bluffed on his ass, man. This wife is a gangster. Mad props to this wife. She bluffed on his ass. I got your bitch ass on camera fucking on that baby. What you gonna do now? Stop talking? Yeah, because that doesn't look fucking suspicious. Ernest, big love to you, homie. Backwoods Templar. Gives me the creeps. No, I grew up in a house cluttered like that shit. Just not as bad. Grew up a dealer's kid. I know you did. And I completely understand that. I used to live like some of my trap houses had clutter in them. It was all expensive shit because I just like, you know what I'm saying? Like people would bring over like shit that they put like 3 or 4 PlayStations into a shopping cart and a flat screen TV and some shit like that. And they'd walk it right out of the Walmart. They'd bring it to me and I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you an 8-ball for all of it. They'd be like, yeah, cool. So I just had stacks of shit everywhere. And that even creeped me out, even though it was all clean and expensive shit.
Explains Maya's anger over the situation was visceral, and he was left with a chilling command.
I go down to the basement, and she told me, so I did set up a rope. I thought about it.
He said he went down to the basement, he tied himself a little noose-titty noose, and he stood there and looked at it and thought about it, and he was too much of a fucking punk coward to do the right thing. He couldn't even take out the trash that is himself. What a fucking loser, bro. You should have done it.
I really did. Because I'm done, man. I'm done. I am just done.
You're done what? You're done ruining a kid's innocence? You're done giving a kid a life sentence? You're done victimizing an innocent child because you have a fucking demon inside of you? This dude is taking a victim stance right now, and it makes me sick to my core. It makes me sick to my stomach to listen to this maggot puke sit here and cry and whine about his current situation that he put himself in. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who's disgusted listening to this maggot whine about how bad his life is about to be because he got caught of what he was doing to a child? Keith Peterson, JD, my brother, wanted to let you know I use your saying all over the place and get it from you. Put him in the wood chipper. Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Hey, anybody who wants to use Make Pedophiles Afraid Again or wood chipper, you're welcome to it, unless you're a fucking baby raper. If you a diaper bandit, don't say my shit. Keep it out your mouth. I'll try to get you. Corey Graff said, JD, did you see that Larry Nassar got prison justice again? I said, I hope this time it's permanent. I have repeatedly seen people say that he got again. When did this happen? Because I haven't been able to find anything except the last time that he got stabbed. And I'm bummed that he didn't die that time. I want to see him get it and not come back, bro. Like, somebody needs to take that fool's whole fucking breathing canal, dog. Just pull that shit straight out his throat.
I'm maxed out. I am maxed out. Everything that we have gone through in life, everything, and now this.
You crybaby bitch. You disgusting pederast motherfucker. You gonna cry and whine and simper and moan about what you've been through in life and not about what you put that baby through.
And it doesn't matter because being on city council, everybody knows now, that's over now. And we were right there, man.
I'm going to lose my city council seat now that everybody knows that I do bad stuff to babies. Shut the fuck up.
Everybody was amped up. We were going to change some things and everything. And now that's gone.
Kimberly Rule. My diaper's full. You guys are ripping my liner. Yeah, they're going to get in that dude. They're going to get in that dude in Washington prison. The whole West Coast, I'm going to tell you right now, the West Coast don't play about that you hurting kids shit, especially if you a white boy like this dude. Them white boys in there, them white boy gangs, they're going to fuck this dude's day up, bro. Every day. Every day of his sentence, they're going to fuck this dude up. He's going to get in there. He thinks it's bad now, bro. They're going to break stuff off inside him. He's going to be lucky if all he gets is a mop handle up his ass.
It's gone. It's all gone.
June 24th, just 1 month prior, Riley posted a video to his Facebook page in an attempt to shed a light on criminal activity in his neighborhood. These videos will have an eerie relevance later when the
Hey, everybody. We took babies to drive around town to help them get a nap. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to make a little video about how I feel about certain things we deal with in our daily lives. Get the fuck out of here. Stay away from babies.
exact allegations are revealed.
Buddy, how are you? We're out driving around, got the babies to sleep. It's just one of those days, I guess. Anyways, I thought it'd be a good idea, maybe take you guys along with me, and we'll go drive around downtown.
You should go play with that rope. That rope was the best idea you ever had in your life, and you failed. That rope was your redemption.
And we'll just go look at things, and maybe I can talk about things,
Probably going to look at the middle school, piece of shit.
that I'd like to see different or things to be improved on or whatever it may be. But just going to keep it fun, keep it relaxed, and be myself. All right.
Somebody said, I think he's half black. He presents as white, and when he goes in there, them black dudes ain't going to claim him. He could be part black. Them black dudes ain't going to claim him. He look white. They're going to be like, white boys, go ahead. We don't want that baby raper. That's exactly how that's going to go down when he gets to prison in there. They got gangs up there in Washington that are going to mix this dude up. Ted Bronson, holy shit, my guy. Thank you so much, homie. I appreciate that. That's big love. Ted Bronson, 1918, said, hey, JD Jackson, everyone, please use this to help some people, JD. Love you from Winooski, Vermont. Yo, I love you so much, Ted. Thank you so much. I want to let you guys know real quick. I know a lot of you guys are really kind and you support the channel and you support what we do here. Just the other day, I supported somebody and I feel like you guys will really agree with it. I took some of the money that we get here from these donations. Do you guys remember Katie's Revenge? Do you guys remember Jared Harris? So there was this dude who snatched up this girl, this little girl named Katie. And he did the same type of shit that this puke we're talking about today did. But then he killed this little girl, Katie, right? And he went to prison. And Katie's cousin ended up on the same unit as him. And Jared Harris ain't no joke. He's about that life. He got himself a sword, right? And he's a tattoo artist. So he got himself a sword and took his tattoo gun and went in the dude's cell. And he said, hey, check it out, punk. You're either getting a tattoo or I'm cutting your head off right now. And the dude was like, wait, where am I getting it? What am I getting? And he goes, I'm tattooing Katie's name on you, right? And then the dude was like, okay, where am I getting it? He said, your forehead. He said, no, let me get it on my arm. So Jared beat the hell out of him and then held him down and tattooed Katie's Revenge across his forehead. Yeah, to let everybody know what that piece of shit did so that he would forever have to live with that since he took Katie's life. Now, he ended up not getting in trouble for it because a prosecutor that they sent in there was like, hey, man, I'm a dad and I don't want to get you in no trouble for this, bro. I don't want to get you in no trouble for this. So he ended up not getting any extra time for that. But a nonprofit came in and removed the tattoo from the dude's forehead. I want to know who that nonprofit was because fuck them people, bro. Fuck them people. But Jared recently got a violation, like last year, about a year ago. He got a violation because he was on probation and he had had a couple beers after his mom died. Him and his dad had a couple beers together and they breathalyzed him and he ended up getting a violation of probation. He just did a year in jail for 2 beers, bro. So he just got out and he came back out to not having nothing. So I donated $500 to him to help him get back onto his feet with what he's doing because he owned a tattoo shop before he went in and he lost all of that. So now he's getting a second chance to get back out there and get back to doing tattoos because I felt like he was a worthy dude, man. I felt like he was a worthy dude. Dominar said, what is better for him? Swamp puppy crunching or the wood chipper? I would say, bro, utilize them both. Chop them into nice little digestible pieces for them swamp puppies, them alligators, and shoot them directly into one of those ponds full of them out here. Mobstopper said, dude's going to look like SpongeBob, full of holes. Oh, hell yeah. All right, let's get back to this. I just wanted to let you guys know that we did something dope for Jared Harris because he's a hero in my book. And if you want to see my interview with Jared, there's a full length on here called Katie's Revenge. And Jared Harris is a great dude. You can find him on Facebook if you want to book a tattoo and you're out in his neck of the woods.
Here we go. So one thing I want to note on is how close sex offenders live to schools around here, how close they are to bus stops, how easy it is for them to just have instant access to anyone or anybody's kids here.
Yeah, you should not be there. You should not fucking be, you weird fuck.
You know, in each of these neighborhoods. Sorry, I had to hit my brakes there because looked like a tweaker came shooting out of the alley and almost got in front of my car.
I would rather live next to any tweaker on the planet than a fucking pedophile. You nasty bastard. And this dude was wearing my hat and he was making posts, make pedophiles afraid again. Like, bro, the projection and the delusion of this dude. By the way, if you guys want to get the hat or the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again wood chipper, tank, or t-shirt, it is all at my new merch shop, Bunker Branding. It's the same place where you go to get the Fat Electrician merch or Donut Operator merch or Angry Cops merch or Eli Double Tap or Brandon Herrera merch, the Unsubscribed Podcast merch. It's Bunker Branding. And there is a link in my bio. There is also a link right here in the pinned comment at the top. Thank you so much, Dr. Dre Light. But I wanted to just let you guys know, since we was talking about Make Pedophiles Afraid Again, we got the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again wood chipper shirt now.
Which is something, you know, that really needs to be addressed. Okay. All right. So
Bro, he's
I know
snitching on
one
his
place
friends.
a lot of people want to see is the camp underneath the bridge. I will state, however, I have my baby girls with me, so.
Anybody else get the fucking heebie-jeebies when he said he's got his baby girls with him? That's crazy as shit. A pedophile just going on TikTok to tell everybody he's got 2 girls with him. Horrendous. Sarah Beamer said, my bro is in prison in Washington State. I hope this pedo goes to the same place. They don't fuck around there. Washington State prisons are no joke from what I've heard. Wood chipper, Make Pedophiles Afraid Again is my next tattoo. Sarah, yes! Hell yeah! Love you, sister. And yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, none of those West Coast states fuck around. A lot of people say, oh, well, California is the toughest. California has the most racial politics. That people will say Oregon's weak. Go out to Oregon, do some time, and let me know, dog. Let me know. Let me know how that treats you. Washington is another one of those states. We bang out there on the West Coast, dog. There is a lot of gang shit. Gang shit is going down. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is on the West Coast. There's not as much gang shit going on in Florida prisons as there is in fucking Oregon, Washington, or California.
I'm not going to take them down there
Good night,
just
Abby.
because people know who I am around here. And the last thing I would want is a rock to fly through my window and hit one of my daughters, because the way this state works, I could see me going to prison because somebody hit my daughter with a rock and I beat that person to death. I mean, that's...
Oh, you big, strong protector of children. God, this dude makes me sick, bro. I don't know if I can continue to watch this dude. He makes me so sick to my stomach, out here acting like he protects kids. If somebody hurts one of my kids, I'd kill him. Meanwhile, he takes them home and rapes them. DG, wood chipper isn't good enough. Ever heard of the Blood Eagle? Give it a try. Absolutely heard of the Blood Eagle. It's a little bit obscure. I figured when I started talking about the wood chipper, it's something that we all know. It's something that we can all embrace. But the Blood Eagle is good. The Brazen Bull is good. Drawing and quartering is good. All of these things are great options. Some of them are a little bit aged. They kind of peaked. But the wood chipper is not only new, it's convenient because you can do numbers with the damn wood chipper. But I think it's timeless. So now I want to talk to you guys now that we've got a good idea of who this dude is and what he was doing, because he ended up admitting to everything to the cops. He was blubbering. He was crying. I just can't personally listen to this dude's voice anymore because he makes me literally sick to my stomach. But I want you guys to know what happened to him. And I can't find no videos on it. It's like the news wasn't reporting on it. But I got all the details. So, charges and convictions. Riley T. Carter, a former Aberdeen City Council, was convicted on all charges, which included 3 counts of rape of a child in the first degree. So that's 3 rape of a child in the first degree. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if that happened in Florida, that's 3 fucking death sentences, dog. That's 3 death sentences. They put him to death 3 fucking times. 3 counts of incest in the first degree. 1 count of child molestation in the first degree. That's another death penalty. That sexual, the child molestation in the first degree in Florida, that's a 4th death penalty charge right there. And 1 count of incest in the second degree. He's getting these incest charges. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down here? He's getting these incest charges because he did this to his own daughters, homie. His own daughters, he was doing this to. This dude would be dead in the state of Florida. He got found guilty of all of that. Sentencing. Carter was sentenced to a minimum of 46 and a half years in prison. This sentence includes a lifetime of no contact order between Carter and the victim, as well as a no contact order between Carter and his other biological children until they turn 18. 46 and a half years, while it may seem like a lot, it is not enough. I'm sorry, it is not enough. He should have been put to death. Period. That's what it should have been. Washington State, Oregon State, all these states out on the West Coast, California, they're not handling business. And that's one thing that I really like. So y'all know that I'm not a politician supporter. I'm not like in either party. I'm not a politician supporter. But one thing I really like is there's a representative from Florida who was instrumental and key in pushing that law here in Florida. Her name is Anna Paulina Luna. Now she's in the Trump administration. She made it to DC, and she's working on getting that made federal. And she's trying everything in her power to make it a federal thing, that if you hurt a child like this, that they can hit you with the death penalty. And that what that'll mean is that if the state, like Washington State, goes in and they're like, oh, okay, 46 and a half years, and the feds decide, no, or Oregon gives them probation and a suspended sentence, the feds can go, absolutely the fuck not. They can come in, and it's not double jeopardy because you can get hit with state and federal charges. The feds can come in and they can impose a death sentence on them for that same shit. Chase Hatchett, I'm clearing out some land and need to rent a wood chipper. So I'm up at the store wearing my Make Pedophiles Afraid Again hat. And the salesman goes, this one will chop up chomos all day. So obviously you're in my business. That dude's a gangster and so are you, my guy. Big love. Life After Prison TV with Big Will, a.k.a. Fall River Guy. What's up, man? How you doing? Even TikTok they gave us problems for outing sex offenders. They banned me overtime. I make a video, lost 2 channels. They say I'm bullying them. What the fuck? Let me just give you a little background on me with that, my brother. I love what you're doing, and I appreciate you. You're going to continue to have that happen. TikTok has banned me 7 times. I have been banned from TikTok 3 times in the last 32 days. I've had my main account banned twice with 1.7 million followers. I was banned. I got it back within 24 hours. They took that bitch down again. They banned my backup account and I got it back. I'm still waiting to hear about getting my main account back again. I'll probably get it back. I probably will, because this was like, it's been like 5 times it's been banned now. So I'm assuming I'm going to get it back, but they're going to continue to give you problems because TikTok loves pedophiles. Donnie Drum, ever since Tucker and Dale versus Evil showed an accidental chipping, I love the idea of what a wood chipper could do intentionally, and that's why I love you, JD. That was a great movie, and I love you, Bubba. DG, just so you know, JD, I'm glad I found you, brother. Love from the state of California. Yes, that California. Well, DG, I love you, and I'm glad you found me, too. I want you to know that part of the reason that I talk so much cash shit about the state of California is that's where I was born, homeboy. I was born in Santa Rosa, California. That was my state. That's where I hailed from. You know what I'm saying? And I lived there. That's where I grew up. And back in the day, California was dope. But I feel like it's been ruined. And they're continuing to ruin it. And it's a beautiful state. It has beautiful people there. It is not like the government is not representative of the majority of the people. And they are continuing to cause problems for the people there. And that's why I get mad about that shit, bro. That's why I get pissed off. And that's why I talk shit about California. Yo, we got Cree was born in Sonoma. Hell yeah. Madtown, Cali. Scott, what's up, man? I love California. I just hate what they've done to it, man. It breaks my heart because it's a great place. So In the trial, his confession was used. Initially, Carter confessed to the crimes, but later recanted his confession and pled not guilty. Of course he did. The trial lasted just 4 days, and the jury found him guilty on all counts across the fucking board. The defense arguments, Carter's defense argued that he was wrongfully accused and that the jury might have been biased due to the media attention. I have only been able to find a couple of actual news stations that actually covered this. There wasn't a whole lot of media attention. They also requested that the sentences run concurrent rather than consecutively. So what did the judge say about that? DG said, I love my country, but I hate my government. Same applies to my home state. Felt, big dog, felt. My hatred of California is not towards the people. It's towards what the government there is doing to the people. Judge Sabota defended the jury selection process and highlighted the credibility of the police interrogation. She stated that Carter's statements were not credible and that the evidence of his guilt was overwhelming. The public reaction. Carter was known for wearing, God damn it, bro. Carter was known for wearing a red ball cap that read, "Make pedophiles afraid again," which added to the irony and the public outrage surrounding his case. This is not going to be what this hat is known for. Fuck this dude. Fuck this dude. This is my hat. And we out here doing real shit, bro. Fuck that dude. Resignation. Following his arrest, Carter was forced to resign from his position as Aberdeen City Council. This dude was trying to steal Make Pedophiles Afraid Again. And he was trying to tarnish it. And we're not going to let him do that. Because this means something. This is a fucking movement. This is what we're doing. Do you know how many times I've been out in public and I've seen people, Roddy Rod, if you want the hat or the shirt, bro, the pinned comment is a link to my merch shop, brother. You can get it. You have no idea how many times I've worn this hat in public and I've gotten bad vibes from people like it made them uncomfortable. And that's exactly the type of motherfucker that needs to be uncomfortable. They shouldn't be comfortable. If this hat offends you, I'm assuming we need to check your hard drives because there's baby on your breath. You know what I'm saying? So I am not in any way, shape, or form going to let Riley T. Carter tarnish what we be doing here, man. Fuck that dude. All right. So look, I know that I've been on a real negative fucking attitude about this because this pisses me all the way off. This really pisses me all the way off. So I apologize if I've seemed really negative, but I needed to get this out because this has been stewing with me for a real long time. I made a video when it happened, and I've been waiting to hear that he got some sort of justice. Now, 46 and a half years, how do you guys feel about that? It's a long time, and it's going to be miserable. It might be better than a death sentence. He might get more shit, and he might get stabbed a lot more because he's not going to, death row where he's going to be in solitary confinement. He's going to hit the line at some point. He's not going to be able to PC up for 46 and a half years. So personally, I just don't think that taxpayers should have to pay for these dudes to keep breathing and to keep eating. I think we should put them down like the animals that they are, like the fucking creatures, the demons that they are. That's my move with it. But 46 years, that's a respectable fucking sentence. What do you guys think? We've got, 100%. His life is going to be awful now. He's cooked. Ron said, well, the hat said make pedophiles afraid again, and he will be when he gets to the big house. Thank you for turning that around for me. That's a beautiful perspective. That's poetry. New Beginnings. Did you get my package yet? I hope you will like it. New Beginnings. I apologize. I've been in the state of Florida the entire month. So I haven't been able to check any of my stuff back home in Oregon. But I love you and thank you so much. I'll be checking as soon as I get back next week, bro. 46 years, those children have their entire lives to live with this. Yep. 100 years would be better. I say prison justice comes through. I guarantee you this dude is going to get fucked up in the state of Washington prison system. Them boys is not slackers out there. Them white boys out there in that prison, they're going to fuck this dude up. They're going to treat this dude real bad. Prison justice, wood chipper. I think an eye for an eye. They should have the choice of life in prison or where he's shot. I agree. JD, you should make big magnets or stickers to put on their chippers. So here's the thing is I was limited as to what I could do when it was my business, when it was my company with Convict Clothing. The company that I'm with now, Bunker Branding, has a lot more connections and they're already more established. So we're going to be making things like tumblers, coolers, patches, bigger stickers, the whole regalia. So there's going to be a lot of that stuff coming out. I'm just showing them. I have to kind of prove myself to these folks and show them that we show up, we rep, we sell, we out here wearing this shit. I have to show them some sales before I can get them to invest in certain things. That's just how it works with Bunker Branding. But we're going to get there because we are a big community and we get it in, bro. Christy said, you are rightfully entitled to your anger. We are with you. I love you, sis. Thank you so much. Let's see. What else do we got? Cooler. We could say fit a body of a deer in, Trev. I think they have different sizes of coolers. I think they have all sorts of different sizes of coolers. So the Fat Electrician has a bunch of coolers out, tumblers out, and shit like that. That bad bitch cooler from Angry Cops that me and Jax have that you've seen on some of the stuff. Those are all from Bunker. So yeah, Sarah Delgado, good to see you, sis. What is up? We love you. Let's see. Did I miss a super chat? Let me go back and look, man. I am so sorry if I missed a super. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. I did. Jason, thank you. I appreciate you, dog. Nate over at Valhalla VFT name dropped you on his live Friday. Said you guys used to hang out back in the day. Did we? Did I used to hang out with Nate from Valhalla? I'm going to have to check dude out, bro. I don't know who he is. I'm going to have to check it out. We might have hung out back in the day, bro. That might be real shit. Backwoods Templar. A dog hurts a kid, it gets put down, but a pedo gets a vacation. You can retrain a dog, but not a diaper bandit. Facts on facts, bro. Hell yeah. Wade Wilson almost got Trev. So I have a full length that I'm going to be putting out tomorrow about the Wade Wilson situation. I'm going to be putting that out tomorrow. I was in the middle of editing it, and I had to jump on here for the live because I don't like to miss the Sunday Night Lives. You know what I'm saying? JSP actually hit me up as soon as he heard about it. Me and JSP talk all the time, bro. Jumpsuit, big shout out to Jumpsuit Pablo, man. He's a great dude. Slow Roller. I bought a white on black Make Pedophiles Afraid Again hat, and I wear it every day. Slow Roller. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. Make people uncomfortable with that shit, dog. Friendly lurker of true crime and miscellaneous. Saw a guy wearing that hat in Toledo, Ohio, JD. Guy was stoned out of his mind, didn't know who JD Delay was. I'm like, the hat, bro, the hat. Hey, man, I hope he's okay. Big love to him, man. You know, it's crazy because I've been out here in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and we have ordered Uber Eats almost every night because we're not in a place where we can do all of our normal meal prepping and everything. So we've been off our schedule, but there's only been one Uber Eats driver out of the whole time that we've been here that didn't immediately recognize me. So they're coming up to my Airbnb and they're immediately recognizing me, which is crazy. it's been awesome. I've gotten to meet a lot of cool people. Angry Great Bake, JD, I'm gonna buy some of your merch when I get the extra money. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you. Big love to you, man. Let's see. Don't get swatted. Facts, bro. Facts. But you know what? Here's the thing: is they can come and do whatever they need to do. I don't have nothing illegal. I ain't doing nothing weird. You know what I'm saying? It kind of is what it is. Guarfan, what's up? Extra money, what's that? Brian, facts, dude, facts. Justin Cameron, it's good to see you. I could see JD coming out with his own energy brand drink. Here's what I'd like to do, because I love energy drinks, but one of my good friends, the Fat Electrician, has his own brand of energy drinks, Echelon. So I'd like to just get my own flavor and work with him, bro. If he'd let me make my own flavor, I'd be stoked. Sarah Beamer, I know where this pedo is doing time. Simple search. Absolutely. It's not hard to find out. I might know some people in Washington prison system, some cars, some gangs, but we don't talk about that on the internet. Texas T, JD, did y'all go down to the Key Lime Bakery? We have not gotten a chance to do that, bro. It has been so hectic here, unfortunately, because Key Lime Pie is Jax's favorite, but we just haven't had the opportunity to get it in yet, man. Ron said, brother, you are a real inspiration. We the people love you. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Yo, Enlo, good to see you, buddy. What's up, man? How you been? Let's see. How many gators have you rode so far in Florida? I have not gotten to ride a single damn gator. Isn't that a shame? You know, I was actually, I was FaceTiming with the Alaskan Avenger. Y'all know who the Alaskan Avenger is at this point, right? So I was FaceTiming him, and I wanted to show him how close we were to the beach. So I walk out the front door, and like 30 seconds later, I turn the camera around. I'm like, bro, you see that? And he's like, holy shit, I haven't seen that beach, that coast in so long, bro. That fed my soul. And right as I got there, lightning just everywhere. And 3 weeks ago, a dude on this beach, right where I was struck by lightning and killed. And I was like, all right, that's all you get. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting hit by no lightning out here. Peyton Chris, 86, every pedophile without a trial. Here's the thing, though, is we need the trial. We need the trial. And then I think as soon as they're found guilty, take them behind the courthouse, double tap, wood chipper, blood eagle, whatever the victim or the victim's family wants. I think we should have a whole row of choices of execution methods. And I think we need to start live streaming this shit, you guys, because I think that we really need to make these motherfuckers afraid again. Make pedophiles afraid again. This is what I'm talking about. If we're live streaming this shit, they're going to know the consequences. They should be able to see what's about to happen to their bitch ass if they get caught in a kid. Dominar said, wood chipper delight flavored? That shit would be sick, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mr. McGraw said, Dominar, I'm telling you, Sippin' Sawdust is a smooth-ass name. Woo! Hell yeah. So look, you guys, I want to tell you right now, there's going to be in 5 minutes, my brother Jason Vukovic, the Alaskan Avenger, is going to be live streaming his Sunday night live stream. And I'm going to be over there in the chat, hanging out. So please, you guys, if you're not done for the night, if you want another dope live stream, go check Jay out, man. He's over there doing real shit. He's family to us over here, and he's a true pedophile hunting hero. Keith Peterson, sad to say, most of the country and the world would not be able to handle your or our brand of justice. Just saying, I know. And look, man, it is a proven scientific fact that since the 70s, every decade, the testosterone levels in men has been dropping. That's why we got a bunch of weak motherfuckers out here, bro. It's not everybody, but the mass populace of men have turned weak. They're drinking too much soy milk. There's too much estrogen in them, not enough testosterone. A lot of people have gone soft. It is what it is. Peyton, Chris, what's up? That makes more sense. I tend to speak before I think, especially when it comes to kids getting hurt. And I understand that, but we just have to make sure that the people that we're actually going for are actually guilty, because there are false allegations sometimes. That's why we need the trial, to make sure that we're not wood chipping innocent dudes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes baby mamas try to make shit up. Sometimes shit gets misconstrued in the mix. But if there's enough for a jury of 12 to convict beyond a reasonable doubt is a motherfucker, bro. I beat a case I was dead ass guilty of because of reasonable doubt. So I believe in the system to a certain degree. So, we need to have a certain level of due process. But once that's over, quickly and with prejudice, expediently, violently, publicly execute these motherfuckers. That's how I feel about it. All right, you guys, I'm going to jump off here and give everybody a chance to go over to Jason's. It's the Alaskan Avenger. He's about to do a live. And if you guys want to hang out, I'm going to be over there. I'm going to pin his channel in the chat right now. It is the pinned comment. So if you want to just jump straight from that pinned comment right over to his, I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to be coming at you again really soon. Later this week, we'll be back in the studio. So we'll be back to the regularly scheduled program and things will be a lot more easy to navigate. But I love you. And remember, if you want to get your Make Pedophiles Afraid Again merch, there's a link in my bio. Until the next one, one love, baby. Be good or be good at it. We did it.